Hello, this is Christy Fincher of Purple Daisies Quilting. I am doing a video that is extremely important for everybody who has ever purchased glue tips from me because Elmer's has changed something about their bottles, and I found this out kind of on accident. I'd seen this situation or this issue come up in a couple of my classes, specifically when I was teaching in Sisters, Oregon in July, and I thought it was just kind of a fluke. I know I'm being a little vague, but I gotta keep you on the hook for just a minute. And then I went and bought a ton of glue because it's the beginning of the school year, and that's what I do. I go in and I fill up my cart as much as I can, give a bunch to my kids' teachers, keep a bunch for me to have on hand for orders for you guys to buy what you need and make sure you have the right stuff. So I had an email from somebody saying, hey, the glue tips that I purchased from you are stripped. They don't fit my glue bottle. Glue went everywhere. And I said, oh, no problem, I'll fix that. And I'll even send you a bottle of glue. Make sure it all works. So from this big batch of glue that I bought, I tested the glue tips, and the dang glue tips spun and it never tightened onto the bottle. Then I remembered back to my class in Sisters when the same thing had happened, but I had good bottles, so I just swapped her out and gave this couple of students that it happened to a good bottle, and we just dismissed it like a fluke, no biggie. Well, you can imagine my dismay, to put it very lightly, when my tips did not fit on top of 20 different bottles of glue. I literally felt like I was going to vomit. And I texted some of my wonderful quilty friends, Barry and Jonna, and Melanie, and it was rough. It was a rough day. So getting back to the story and the situation, so I can help you all and I can make sure everybody's taken care of. I ran around to as many stores as I possibly could and bought the glue tips, or I brought my glue tip with me, and I tested the glue tips on the bottles of glue. I went to Walmart, Albertsons, Office Max, Target, a bunch, anything that I could get to. And I found out the discrepancy. My glue tips will fit on some bottles and not fit on others. And this is an Elmer's issue. It's not a MicroFine Glue tips issue. So, but Elmer's is a huge company. I'm just little old me. So what I can do is call them and say, hey, what's up this discrepancy? But to be the most effective retailer, maker, and business person and supporter of all of you, I'm going to tell you exactly what I discovered in my research, so that way you can be proactive and find the bottles that will work, but always know that I've got the bottles that will work in my store for you. So these two bottles here, they pretty much look the same, right? They are not. This bottle right here is the good one, and from the front there's really no difference. The back is where the difference is. So again, this is the good one in my left hand. My right hand is the bad one. Automatically, I bet you know exactly what it is. The good bottle, the label is all printed in blue. Down here, it'll say either made in China or made in the USA. I haven't found that that matters. I have made in the USA ones that work. I have made in China that work. But the point is the label on the back is printed in blue with a little bit of orange. This one, the bad one, is all printed in black, and the difference in the neck up here is the diameter. The good bottle, my tips will fit on no problem. The bad one, my tips just spin and spin. So here's the example. Here's the good bottle. I haven't switched anything. I'll even keep it on the blue label side so you can see. So here's one of my tips, my amazing MicroFine tips for glue basting, and I'll put it on there and it tightens up no problem. You can squeeze it, it'll work just fine, glue will come out like it's supposed to, and nothing will ooze out of the edges. Now, if I go and do the same thing on the bad bottle, let me take this off. There's glue in it now, so I just have to be careful. And here's the bad one, taking the lid off, so you know there's no magic illusion that I'm trying to pull. Put this on and watch this. It just spins and spins and spins and spins. Here, let me get it even closer. Spins. It'll catch a little bit, but if you even have slightest amount of strength and push it back past that, it'll just keep spinning. So avoid the black label bottles. Get the blue label bottles. Those will always work, at least until something else changes, but I'll try and stay on top of it as best I can. Now, the other interesting thing is their own lids aren't interchangeable anymore. So the lid from the bad bottle cannot fit on the good bottle. It doesn't go. So as a former elementary school teacher who might use those refill bottles to refill my bottles and not realize that there's a difference, might get pretty frustrated with taking off all of these, and some of them fit and some of them don't. But that's another story. That's a whole other situation. But just saying. So just be aware. I'm aware of it. Several people have been emailing me that I've been communicating with, and that's why I thought making this video, posting it, and letting you all know of the issue would be helpful to you. That I'm aware of it. For now, there's a fix. There will be a eventual permanent fix when we are able to manufacture the tips in mass. We haven't been able to do that because that's a pretty big investment, and it just hasn't been possible yet, but maybe that's something to think about later on down the line. Maybe a GoFundMe, or maybe not that. What's the other one? Kickstarter, something. I don't know. I'll throw around some ideas in my mind and see where we can go with it. But in the meantime, the ones that we have now fit the bottles with the blue label. Okay. Let me know if you have questions. Email me, post, comment. Just know that I'm here to help you, and it's not you, it's these bad bottles. So we'll stick with these good ones, and they'll keep working, and glue basting will stay awesome, and we can keep using it for all sorts of fantastic things in our quilting. I'll see you guys later, and again, let me know if you have any questions.